What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon in the crypto universe. Today is Tuesday, December 20th, and there are going to be two NFT collections that I'm going to share with you in today's video that you need to be monitoring in terms of their floor price. There could be some great catches of these NFTs, of these collections. And why am I showing these two different NFT collections? Because they are definitely on one of the most popular collections within the next 1 hour, but also 6 hours. But these collections have actually just released within the past 24 hours. So guys, I'm so excited to share these NFT collections with you because right now they are really great entry points and I absolutely think they are greatly undervalued. So as always, be sure to watch this video throughout its entirety. Stick around to the very end to hear my conclusion around these collections. And as always, be sure to like up that button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page. And most importantly, please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I'll never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email. So please be careful and invest safely. So guys and girls, let's get right into it because this is time sensitive. Now, this was just recorded today on 12:46 p.m. Pacific time. So hopefully when you see this video, you'll know what to do. But again, none of this is financial advice, just entertainment in my own opinion. What are the two collections? Number one, it's Mara. Number two, it's Out of Nowhere. Now, let's go and focus on the first one, which is Mara. Now, I did bring this up on our Patreon page. If you haven't already, be sure to click on the link below in the descriptions to join our Patreon page in terms of alpha announcements and all that jazz. But right now, I did notify my Patreon members to get into this NFT collection while it was at 1.47 Solana. And if you think that is too high of an entry, consider that right now the floor price is around 2.1 Solana. And as you can see, there's a lot of action going on with buying and selling of this NFT. Now, why are people buying this? We did see that the trading volume was literally yesterday around 7,000 Solana trading volume. And I'm saying that that's quite a bit within the past 24 hours. And right now with the 10K collection, there are 2,200 holders. Is this a good time to be aping into this project? Well, maybe it's good to have some exposure. And there's a reason why this particular project is gaining a lot of eyes and attention from the collectors of the Web3 and NFT community. And I think it's because of the artist. So this is the actual artist. His name is Mara. Now, Mara has actually been a street artist. He does stencil work. He's pretty much a sensationalist, which basically means like work that really catches the eye from the public, catches the attention from the news and the media. And as you can see here, he kind of has like a little bit of a Banksy feel. But again, he's not Banksy, just keep that in mind. He's actually a person that is exposed to his identity. But his art is actually quite amazing in my perspective. Now, he even has a whole bunch of different categories to show you where his artworks have been displayed around the world. But basically, he believes that his images, why they have the X on the face, is because people can identify who they are in these characters. So it's not pretty much discriminatory. You can identify if from any region, any country. These people, these characters basically embody all of us. It's not just one particular person. And if you want to understand his NFTs, he actually has two NFTs. So right now we have the Gen 1 collection. What you're going to see in the Gen 0 collection is actually quite interesting, which I'm going to show you right now. Now, Gen 0 is something that launched on Near Protocol, which is a different blockchain. But the reason I'm showing you this particular collection is because there was only around 100 of these NFTs on Near Protocol, and only 15 right now are listed. But what's really interesting is the floor price. So if you look at the floor price, some of them at lowest cost, again, this is from lowest to highest. The lowest that you can buy these NFTs for, this one's for $1,000 or 750 Near tokens. So this goes to show you the price action, the amount that it's worth in Near Protocol. So imagine what the NFTs are worth for Solana. Yes, it's a bigger supply from 100 to 10,000. But again, the artwork is just phenomenal. So what I would say is, take this into account when you're looking into his work. Right now for around 2.21 Solana, I think it's not a bad idea to look at these and be like, you know what, maybe it's good to have a little bit of exposure. You don't need to ape in and whale in and buy 30, but maybe 1 or 2 or 3, right? The rule of 3 is a great way to practice this. You end up taking profit on the one that you don't like the most. And then the second one, you end up taking profit later on down the road when you either reach 2, 3, or 5x fold from your original purchase. And then the third one is your last one that is just going to be super hard to sell, but you'll sell it at a really good profit if it's like 50 Solana or whatever, right? So that's the example of the rule of 3. And that's why I want to share with you, because right now 2.2 Solana, we see it jump already 1 Solana from yesterday. So where will this go? Well, it's definitely number 1 in the charts in terms of trading volume on Solana right now. And as you can see, there's just consistent trading all around. And when I look at the activity page, this is always a great promising sign, which is every single minute that this thing is listed, there are more and more purchases and buy orders than you can imagine. So that is more for you guys. And that's why this video is time sensitive, because I want you to see this as soon as possible. Now, what is the second collection? It was Out of Nowhere. Now, Out of Nowhere just released literally within the past 5 hours. Now, they have a total circulating supply of around 3.3 thousand of these NFTs. Now, there's around 954 of these holders, and the floor price, believe it or not, is 0.87 Solana. So it's less than 1 Solana, so less than $15, right? So that's really cool to say that these NFTs are right now selling for a good price. Like right now, we have this box for around 1.35 Solana. We got some helmets for another 1.35 Solana. But again, so many different traits. Now, why is this on my radar? Well, it's a really small supply, but also the artwork is just fantastic in my point of view. A lot of great traits. And again, the founders of this project tend to really speak out, and they're really out there right now, kind of letting people know like what to be excited for. But again, there's not that many NFTs listed on the floor. 626 is not that many. And honestly, this can go by really quickly. A lot of great purchasing orders, a lot of different great traits. Look at this one for 1.5. We also have this one over here for 5.5. You see how the price just jumps immediately? That's why it's good to keep your eyes peeled for something genuine and new like this. Again, this is from the low to the high. But you know, we have people like Function, say for instance, who is a huge whale in both the Ethereum and Solana community. He has 119,000 followers on his Twitter page, and he's a big fan of this project. In fact, he wasn't sure if this was going to be a rug, but he says regardless, the artwork is fantastic. So it's good to see that people who are big influencers in the space definitely recognize the artwork itself, so much so that even I decided to get myself a one-on-one. So this is my one-on-one NFT from the collection out of only 9. So only me and a few other people have one of these out of 9 one-on-one collections. So that's absolutely amazing. I'm absolutely privileged to have that. But not only that, we actually have people like this, Molox, who ended up minting one of these for I think around 1.9 Solana or 2.9 Solana, depending on how he was whitelisted. Again, there's a huge story behind this. But he actually ended up selling this for 15 Solana, and we're actually going to show you what the floor price of this is later. It's much higher. So he sold this for 15 Solana last time I checked. And yeah, it's kind of amazing what you can get when you just monitor the floor. But also, it's kind of funny that me and him are actually in the same photo for the Out of Nowhere shout out, which is actually quite amazing. But like we have whales like Cute Pupper, who has 48 of these NFTs in his wallet, or in her wallet, depending as a he or her. But either way, it just goes to show that people are aping in. Now, when you go back to the market floor page, how do you find the best NFTs? Well, I would say you can go ahead and go to this section from low to high and switch it from high to low. Now, this is the best way you can see the best NFTs for the best ratings. Now, you see some great one-on-ones. So right now, this one's for 45 Solana. This is a one-on-one artwork. This one's for 27.5 Solana. This is also one-on-one. And then you have the artist who sold his for 15 Solana, now for 111. And then mine selling for 75 Solana, say for instance. So there are many different great traits you can find here. But as you can see, this is a great way to see the best rarities. Now, they don't have a rarity tool just yet, but again, you want to see the best tools so far. So you can either do that strategy or go from low to high. And then you can just scroll up and just kind of find the best one for yourself. That would be the best trade. But if you can't do that, I would say look for the best ones in the mass section, right? This is a great way to find out which has the best trade. So say, for instance, if I press Creature, you can see that right now the greatest cost of entry price right here is 5.5 Solana. You can see that this is pretty rare. What else is there? There's Angelic. Now, Angelic is also the one that pulls your face apart, and I think this is actually a great steal in my opinion. If that's not the case, look at the Black Hole. The Black Hole is also selling for 4 Solana. So again, you're trying to find the best traits here, and I think these are the best ones. And last but not least, let's look at the Clown. The Clown, I think, is also a great trade as well. I mean, just look at this. For 3.9 Solana, this is a great trade. So obviously the mask, I think, is the best way to go. But if not, look for the head traits. Again, you always try to look for the one that's furthest down, and you can find one for a really great cheap price. Like this one's for 1.9 Solana. Again, you always look for the one that's the very bottom of that category to find the best trade. But again, look at this. It's already jumped to 1.7 Solana as we are recording, from 0.85 to 1.17. So I'm telling you, do not fall behind on this. These are going to be great collectibles later on down the road. Again, this is not financial advice. It's just my own opinion, how excited I am for these two different projects because I have exposure to both. But I want to share this with you because it's time sensitive. You need to see this right now and observe it, because who knows if these things are going to go to the moon. So guys, I hope that this has been very helpful. As a conclusion and statement around these two collections, I'm very bullish around both of them. And do not sleep on this at all. I think that this is something that is something new. We have two great PFP projects that have great artworks that I think have a lot of great potential and a great storyline behind them. If you haven't already, join their Discord page to understand them more, or their Twitter pages, because again, this video is just to be informative and educational. Hopefully you can decide what is the best investment decision for yourself. So guys and girls, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like up that button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page, and I'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching Cryptolution. Join our Patreon page for all our private alpha calls, investment strategies, and one-on-one consultations in the link below. Limited spaces are available, so be sure to reserve your spot today. Invest safely, and we'll see you on the next episode of Cryptolution.